Okay, well, this is an update on this current storm, which I'm sure a lot of people in the north and southern New England and New York City, well, depends what parts of southern New England that you live in, are probably crying because you're not going to get the winter storm that you probably expected about 5 days ago. My winter storm watch dropped, which I saw this coming, and making the reference back to my map, I stick with my guns and I'm not changing it. So, we're going to go back over to my map real quick. You know, just for reference, I still am gonna stick right over here with snow showers and flurries. I like 1 to 3 up in this area. I like 3 to 6 still in there, and I like the 6 to 12 down here. However, I think that the lower end of these totals are gonna verify more. Looking at the percentiles of how much snow the areas can get by the National Weather Service, which if we go back over, we can very well tell, okay, who's really going to get the most snow? I think it's going to be the southern Chesapeake Bay. So if we zoom in over here, we can see pretty much everybody, like, unless you live in Sussex County in New Jersey up here, I mean, even me, I'm guaranteed an inch of snow, okay? You have a guarantee of inches of snow in this area right here, okay? Go over to 2 inches of snow. You guys, if you're in the orange, you're still pretty much guaranteed 2 inches. Even these blues, they're still a little bit off. I mean, I've seen them not verified before, but if you're in the orange, you're probably going to get 2 inches of snow. Once you get to the 4 inches, though, once you tend to get into this blue area, you have to really be conservative about it, because 70 to 50, I kind of don't see too much of a difference. So you want to get 4 inches or more, you got to really come down towards maybe Toms River, Cape May, obviously. This whole area is going to get 4 inches of snow. Go over to 6 inches, and except for Cape May, Wildwood in New Jersey, I don't really see many parts of New Jersey really getting 6 inches. However, that's not to say that Atlantic City can't get 6 inches, but it's just not likely. Obviously, southern Chesapeake Bay, you guys are probably going to get 6 inches. This is where I think it stops. 8 inches right over here. I think someone is going to get 8 inches out of this. I do not believe someone's going to get a foot. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but it's not going to be likely. It's not going to be widespread. If someone does get a foot, though, it's going to be in this area. Someone's like I said, going to get 8 inches over here. I do not think that New Jersey, except for extreme, the Cape May Lighthouse might get 8 inches, but that's pushing it. That's really pushing it. The most, let's see, once you get down here, I mean, come on, 30, 10, 30%. I don't think anyone's going to get a foot of snow. So that's how I see it with this storm. You want to get the most snow, you want to come down over here. I'm actually going to outline it real quick. You want to get the most snow out of this storm, you want to be up in these areas over here. That's where you want to be to get the most snow. So I obviously did not cover that area because I specialize in the Northeast only. However, I am covering you guys in this video. So we're going to leave that. And we're going to go over here for a second. I explained people are thinking that this storm is going to come further north. That is true. It's come further north, but it's done. You see this over here? You need the storm to go through the least area of resistance. So there's literally a brick wall right in southern New England right here. The storm is going to exit somewhere between the Virginia and the North Carolina coast, and I still believe in that. It all depends on the precipitation shield, which is actually, it looks like it's doing very good punching through some dry air down through DC and Baltimore. It did a bit of an overperforming, just a little bit. So I am taking that into consideration as well. But as you can see, this is kind of how the area looks. The Wonderground maps are actually very accurate, but what annoys me is because they use actual radar data, like KDAX in New Jersey and down over here in DC. So you see these little like slit marks, but don't worry about them because this radar is very, very good. You can see that the precipitation shield kind of goes out like this, right? Okay, this is the current surface analysis. Somebody said before that the storm was forming in Tennessee. It's not forming in Tennessee. The surface low pressure is going right through Alabama as we speak, and it should do something sort of like this, like that, out to sea. So this is kind of what's going on. You got some Virga starting to enter South Jersey. And regionally, if you look, actually, you know what, I have to refresh these so you know that this has auto update. I don't really know if it actually auto updates, but I'm just going to double check real quick. And yes, it is. But this is not. So all of this has to come this way. And you can really tell the brick wall of dry air is really over here. Our brick wall of dry air is over here in this area. We have to punch through that. At the height of the storm, I think your brick wall of dry air is literally gonna extend like this. Yeah, that's literally what it's gonna do. I do not think that you're gonna get any substantial snowfall in any part of southern New England except for Nantucket, which is a possibility. Because this storm is still gonna be going northeast, but more out to sea. So they can get ocean enhancement in that area. That looks like a really bad arrow. Okay? So that's how I see things right now. You know, who knows? It is very possible, guys. And, you know, the storm is not at that level yet. But once it gets closer, we're going to see if energy that's up over here swings down into the storm and now it's coming up the coast. Which there's some models that are getting aggressive with that. But there's also models that have went even more south. Though I don't really look at the European, Canadian GFS at this range because its resolution is not in range anymore. So it's like taking the magnifying glass away from the old man reading the book. He can't read the book anymore. It's the same way how these models are. So when people say, oh, the GFS nailed this, the European nailed that, the Canadian nailed this. Well, if it froze because its resolution is not in range anymore, wherever it freezes is where it freezes. If it freezes in the right solution, obviously it's going to verify. If it freezes in the wrong solution, they crash and burn, which all three models have done plenty of times, especially this winter. So this is the update that I have right now. And we're going to see how things play out.